Welcome back to Arkham, Kick You in the Pants with a Steel-Toed Boot Horror 3rd Edition. we're gonna be carrying on. Currently, we have Muldoon and our little waif, our street urchin, the urchin. She's the urchin, not just any urchin. She's the urchin, Wendy, and they're both tangling it up right now with monsters, which is just fantastic. So let's begin. We're going to begin with Muldoon. He is tangling it up with a lupine thrall, and he only did 1 damage to him. Not good. Not good at all. And so let's figure out what we're going to do with him. Well, very quickly, what we're going to do with him. His first action, he's going to focus. He's going to focus on taking this thing down. And so he's going to focus. He's going to give himself a +1 to strength. And he has a focus limit of 2, so now he has 4 strength. And then he's going to use his battered Becky weapon, which is his rifle, giving him +4 on an attack. So his first is to do a focus for fighting. His second is to attack the rotten lupine thrall. So let's get out the dice tray and have him roll 8 dice. And he just needs 3 successes to take it down. He's rolling 8 dice. 8 of them. 8. Needs 3 successes. Successes are 5s and 6s. Can he take down the lupine thrall, or is he going to suck wind? The wind has been sucked. He's got 2 5s. That's 2 hits. 3 4s, a couple of 2s, and a 1. Come on! So he's got a total of 3 damage now to the lupine thrall. However, the lupine thrall has 4 health, so didn't take him down. Nice try, Muldoon. Looks like you're in for some more pain. All right, let's go over to Wendy. Wendy's messing it up with an altered servant. Oh boy, let's figure out what she's going to try to do. All right, I'm going to readjust some things here. So, Wendy, her first action, she's going to follow suit kind of with... Oh, actually, Muldoon could have re-rolled a die by re-rolling for his focus. Does he want to do that? You know what? He might as well. He's going to... I forgot. He's going to spend his +1, and he's going to roll 1 die. 1! So if he can get a success here, he'll actually kill the lupine thrall. 5 or 6? Nope. Not happening. All right, Wendy's going to similarly try the same thing. She's going to do a focus action to start with, giving herself +1 lore. That gives her a total of 4 lore, and then she's going to try this. Rack. So this is her first action. Test lore +1. Defeat 1 monster in your space with a remaining health equal to or lower than your test result. Well, this guy has a health of 2. Alright, so she needs 2 successes with 5 dice. 5 of them. She needs 2 successes, 5s and 6s. Come on, Wendy! And Wendy gets 1 success. And then with the 1 success, she's going to go ahead and spend her +1 token, which she just focused on, to re-roll 1 of them as the snowplow goes by, rumbling outside. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but anyway, we're going to... Come on, Wendy, you can do this! Nope. Another absolute failure. Well, she focused and attacked, and now they still both have monsters. Yeah, great game. All right, having a fantastic time here. That was our action phase. It's the monster phase. Well, basically, both monsters are just going to be beating the daylights out of Muldoon and Amy, so I guess let's take our licks. Oh, yay! This thing's going to be doing 2 health smacks to Muldoon, so he's now up to 3 damage from 1 to 3, and he also has to take a sanity smack as well. So now he has 3 sanity damage of 5 and 3 damage of health, and his Becky gun has got 2 sanity hits on it +1. This gun takes any more damage, it's going away. Now his handcuffs do nothing because this only affects human monsters, and this thing is not human. Alright, let's have Wendy take her beating from the altered servant. At least, oh, I forgot. Wendy was supposed to take, she was supposed to take a hit for sanity, but she does have her amulet, so she can not take the hit for that, but she's going to take the hit from this guy. She's going to take one more wound. Yeah, you can see this game going right down the you-know-what, and another sanity hit, so she's up to 2 sanity hits. Great. Just great. All right. Fantastic. All right, that was the monsters going, and now it's the encounter phase. But guess what? We have no encounters because both of our characters are engaged with monsters. So we just skip that phase, and now we get to the, as Catweasel would say, if he's watching the giggles, the shits and giggles, something like that phase. Oh man, this is brutal. We're pulling 2 tokens for each of them, starting with Muldoon. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright, Muldoon, your first token of pain for this episode is going to be... Oh, right, a headline. Woohoo! Those are always just delightful. Alright, feral felines feud in French Hill. Well, that's nice. A swarm of strays roams the neighborhood. Yowling fighting makes sleep difficult. Unholy racket. Like all of the demons of hell, the whole place is lousy with cats, says some close to the reporters by A.P. Jessup, staff writer of the Arkham, Massachusetts. Headline, if there are any monsters in your neighborhood... Yeah. Oh, in your neighborhood. Does that include the streets? Ooh, maybe we get lucky. Become fatigued. I wonder... Okay, I have to look up the definition of neighborhood, because right now, Muldoon is not in a neighborhood. He is in the streets. I'm going to rule it, to give ourselves a little bit of freaking luck, that he's not in a neighborhood. He's in between neighborhoods. Uptown is a neighborhood. Miskatonic University's a neighborhood. He is in the streets. That does not affect him. He is not fatigued by the cats, because he doesn't hear them. They're just a long ways off in another neighborhood. Token 1. All right. Another one, because these are just the greatest. And another headline. I think that's both headlines. So he gets 2 headlines. All right, well, we dodged 1 headline. What do we have now? North Side vigilante apprehended. Local factory worker unmasked. 3 deaths now linked to the same man. I did what I had to. By Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. Headline, you choose one. Oh, come off. This is ridiculous, this game. You suffer 2 damage and 2 horror. That will make him get rid of his gun, or you become cursed, which means he needs 6s for... come off. You know what? He's going to become cursed. Why not? We are cursed. This game has cursed both of them, so why doesn't he just become cursed? Well, why not? Let's go for it. Cursed. We have a dark pact with Wendy. We might as well be cursed for... oh, where's my cursed? Okay. Cursed is basically you have to roll a 6. I can't find my cursed card. Let me just get that out. And yep, Muldoon is now cursed. Alright, I found the cursed because it's on the backside of blessed. Cursed. While resolving a test. Okay, fighting is not considered a test. Or is it? While resolving a test, only 6s count as successes. After you pass a test, discard this card. If you become blessed, discard this card. So he's basically cursed. He's cursed. Why not? Alright, Wendy's got 2 tokens to pull out now. Lovely. Alright, it's Wendy's turn to pull out a couple tokens. Let's see if she can get some delightful pulls. What does she have for her first pull? She gets a clue! Alright, something positive. So in Uptown, we're getting a clue in the Uptown District. Alright, where's Uptown? Right here. Alright. And then we take the Uptown deck, grab a couple of those, and we shuffle them together. The lovely 3-card shuffle. I'll try not to pay any attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so we get another clue. Yay. As they're both tangling with monsters still. Alright, 3-card shuffle. I haven't looked. I didn't look. Alright, I didn't pay attention. Alright, that was token number 1. And Wendy's final token. for the episode. It's going to be something delightful, I'm sure, and it's going to be a monster, of course. Of course it'll be a monster. Why would it not? All right, back on the monster deck. Let's see what we get. And we get a whippoorwill. Okay. Spawn at the unstable space. It's a hunter. Move toward and engage the nearest investigator. Well, at least the unstable space is Ma's boarding house. So at least it's somewhat far away from our characters. And I think that's going to be the end of our episode. So we're going to back the camera out, which I think I'm already here. And leave it. Oh, but I forgot one thing. I forgot the servitor of Yog Sothoth. So we gotta deal with him, because he activates during the monster phase, which I totally forgot. Well, he's easy to deal with because he's just a lurker. Place one doom in this space. So he just goes ahead and he's just busy dropping doom dumplings on the Historical Society. Well, that's going to wrap us up for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, and likes. Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. We are not doing well. Now, if we get 13 doom tokens on this card, I believe it will probably be game over. I mean, we flip a card over, I don't know, but I have a funny feeling that's going to be the end of us. This guy's got 15 health. Unbelievable. We have gathered one clue so far in this game. One. And we're just about both knocked out now. This is ridiculous. All right, thanks so much. Hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation, very possibly the conclusion. Alright, this is a good update at the end of the episode for Muldoon. He gets to add +1. And attacking is a test, because you test strength. Once per round, you may add 1 to the result of 1 die while resolving a test. And I looked in the book, it says when you're attacking, it says test your strength. So, that's a test, right? So he had 3 4s. He could turn 1 4 to a 5, defeating the thrall, so he's not going to take 2 damage. There. He would only... Well, he wouldn't take any because he defeated the guy and he wouldn't take 1 sanity, so he's just back to 2 sanity hits. And the thrall's defeated, thank freaking God. So this thing actually gets defeated and he ends up getting another remnant. So now he's got 2 remnants as well. And he is good to go next time. So he only has 1 damage. Okay, that's good stuff. The lupine is out of here. Thank freaking goodness. So I just want to check that at the end. So yes, he has his lucky cigarette case that he can use. And I'm going to double check this because I looked under attack and it says test strength. And this is a test. Attack action right here in the book. Choose a monster in your space, even one engaged with you or another investigator. Engage in it by placing it near your investigator sheet. If there's you resolve a strength test modified by the monster's attack modifier. So yes, indeed, it is a test. So he can use this, I'm pretty sure. Once per round, you may add 1 to result a test. Oh, and then he would not have lost, because he used it as a reroll, he wouldn't have lost his +1 strength either. A little bit of luck, that much. Alright, so at least we have Muldoon not tangling with a monster in the next episode. Alright, thanks so much for watching along. Hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation Arkham Horror 3rd Edition, Veil of Twilight. And even more corrections here at the end. Yes, because Muldoon had gotten rid of that monster, he would have an encounter. He would have an encounter. So he's going to have a street encounter, and he's in a forest area. So let's just do that. I know everything's out of order, and I apologize. The rustling of the leaves around you seems to be the whispers of an unknown god. Oh, this sounds good. Something that dwelt here before the coming of mankind. Something that will dwell here still long after mankind is gone. You scurry on, eager to get away from the trees. You may move 1 space. Woohoo! So he gets to move 1 space. Where is he going to move to? Does he want to go the scenic building or here? You know, he's going to move 1 space to the science building. All right, I hope I've corrected everything now. Ooh, I hope so. Thanks so much for watching along. Hope you join me tomorrow. Continuation, Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. We are trying desperately to to succeed. You know what? No, I'm moving him down here. I'm changing my mind already. I think I want him to go after the Yog-Sothoth guy. We've got to, I think, and there's a clue here too. So we'll move him one space to there. All right, thanks so much. Hope to see you tomorrow, unless I got another correction here for the continuation.